In our lifetime, there will be a different phase or stage of awakening. This is the first series of the 5 series that I'm going to talk about awakening, spiritual awakening. Today, I'm going to share with my personal conscious awakening. So this is happens during 2020. As we all know, 2020 when COVID happened and we all locked down inside the house and we couldn't do anything. And surprisingly, this is actually the time that I feel that I explore something different. Well, let me take you back to where I really feel this way. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and share the video, like the video, and then hit that notification button. So in 2020 March, I was still working at my 9 to 5 job, and I was also doing real estate. And 9 to 5, it's what we all taught in school, all taught by our parents that we need to find a good job, we can be successful, and we can have family. So this is the program that we been impressed in our subconscious mind since we were younger. But 2020 changed that and shift that for me because when we were having our lockdowns, we all changed our daily routines, our habits because we're we're not stuck in the traffic. We don't have that automation, autopilot, subconscious mind. So when we take ourselves out of that programming or routines, then our mind will be start really thinking which our conscious will start really active, right? Otherwise we run our day-to-day life with our subconscious mind, and subconscious mind is what we program throughout the years without even knowing it. And so 2020 when we were all locked down in the house, I start somehow picking up books, start to read, and that really changed the perspective of everything: money, jobs, business, habits, personal development, everything. At that time, I read about 1 to 2 books a month, and that I before this time I wasn't a reader at all. I wasn't good at reading. I don't have a desire, or I'm not interested in reading anything, particular. So this really changed my mindset and really changed how I see things around me. And most the most importantly is I started feeling like I'm a different person. I started feeling like I started having different identity within me. Okay, like I mentioned, I was a 9 to 5 goers, even though I started my real estate business on the side, but I still need that paycheck to paycheck, that security, right? But after I start reading, I start identifying myself. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be independent. I want to be financial freedom. I want to be successful as a business person. And this really changed my mindset. So during 2021, one of the podcast episode with me and my friend Wendy, I share a little bit about my journey, and she also shared a little bit about her journey of starting new business. And this is the clip that I want to share with you guys. So
Yeah.
yeah, so online arts, and then besides online
Uh-huh.
arts, you start a
My new
new
skin
skin, like I
business.
mentioned. Yeah.
Yes, it's a new
So
skin.
how did you came about doing that?
I think it just happened suddenly during the COVID period, and then
Mm,
my students were getting less because we cannot go out. And
okay.
then I happened to see my friend, my upline. She's
Mm-hmm.
also from LA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've been seeing her post for like almost 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't think of anything for her until the post. She got herself a new BMW, And then I was like, whoa, how can she get that car by herself?
Mm,
And then I
okay.
asked her, yeah, about the business.
Okay. So I ask all these questions is because for our viewers and listener, myself, I already, like I said in the beginning, or many other episodes, I already be part of her business
Yeah.
because again during COVID, she came across to me and introduced me to this business. And at that time, I have 9 to 5, I have real estate, and at the same time, because COVID has a lot of free time, so I started reading books and YouTubes and trying to learn new knowledge and
Mhm.
skills. And I just found out, you don't have to go to work just one work. You can make money different ways,
Yes, we can
or
be our
many
own
different
boss,
yeah, we
right?
can be our own boss.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we just had a lunch before we came here for the show. When we went to that restaurant, not many people, but mostly are elderly retirement folks, and that just tell us many people are at work. And the reason me and her can be there is we have our own business, have different side hustles.
Yeah. I got into the business mostly because of the freedom I can
Hmm.
get, and then I can be with my son and take care of him. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know many people have their 9 to 5 job,
Yes.
and they can do this on the side on the weekend at nighttime,
Yeah,
right?
anytime you
Yeah, so
want.
how like because my actually funny thing is my mom when we came first came to the America, she was doing Mary Kay.
Oh,
You heard of Mary Kay? It's kind of
uh-huh.
same business model.
Yeah.
So she was doing Mary Kay and she worked at a restaurant at the same time. So it's funny that I'm doing this right now too. So the next question I want to ask you is we're talking about all those positive things. Any negative things about this
Um,
business or
yes,
any
yes.
issues you run
Because this
into,
is like
problems?
I really love this kind of business model, so I try
Mm-hmm.
to share to some people who I think needs it or will benefit for them. But some people don't really understand the business, so they kind of stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they think this is the how do you call it, the pyramid style.
Pyramid scheme. Yeah.
Yeah. So um, I have to
Educate
overcome
them.
and how to
Yeah.
talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. A lot
mm,
of like you say, stereotype is coming from the traditional media,
uh-huh.
and just like anything like crypto, people think crypto is bad, it's
But
fraud, scheme.
yeah.
But if you understand, the business, understand the system, then it's actually not true. So
But actually, I realized that the whole world, the society, is a big pyramid, right?
yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, and
So
only the rich or what
yeah, the
on the
rich
top.
and wealth is on the top.
Yeah, but for new skin, it's like everybody can be on the top
Yeah,
as long as
anyone can build a team.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's a
so
good pyramid, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
to the moon.
Yes.
Okay, so besides my personal development, my business conscious, I think there's another stage or phase of conscious awakening within this first stage of conscious awakening, because I started to questioning our politic, our government, because during that time we were under a lockdown. And at first, I was just like everybody else. I wasn't sure. Everyone feel uncertainty, and I was glued in onto the news. Okay, every single day, because I remember back then, our governor Gavin Newsom was on TV every single day, and I was glued onto the TV every single day to watch and see what's going on. And I was in fear at the time, just like everybody else, especially in the beginning. And now looking back, I totally see the difference and see what's going on, because I remember in the beginning I was very, very afraid of COVID and fear of getting COVID. I have a roommate, and once once we were locked down, and they have a family member came to the house and just hang out and chill and having some party, I guess. And I was very upset of them doing that at the time. But now looking back, I feel so silly because because I was in a fear state, and because of due to what am I consuming on the news on the TV. And what really changed my mindset is when I start realizing, huh, this is a little bit nonsense. Because first of all, the the Gavin Newsom scandal, like I believe there was a time that he was telling people to stay home, don't go out, and then there's a report that's telling us that he was at a party, a large gathering, and that's the time that I start thinking, this is not right, right? And then we have the Black Lives Matters protests, and it was a large gathering outside. I think just doesn't make sense to me. And at the time, 2020 was it was an election year, and people are still start suspect, is this have to do with election? And then the vaccine came along. So I just want to give you guys a disclosure. I have 0 vaccines. If anything, it's our choice to have or have not want to take this vaccine. But somehow the media, the news, or the government official, or this guy, Dr. Fauci, is pushing us very, very hard to take this vaccine. And that just doesn't make sense. So the second layer of this conscious awakening for me was start questioning about our government, our official, and things just doesn't make sense for me. And that's when I start looking outside the box and look beyond the television screen, beyond the internet, beyond the screens. And that's when I was able to realize and find out a lot more during those times. And this was just the beginning of my awakening journey. I'm gonna continue to share this personal awakening journey. So remember, subscribe, like, share this video, and hit that notification button. And I'll see you guys on the next one.